And Hess here out of the back, and Kavanaugh will circle over on this right-hand side. Here comes Kavanaugh now. Kavanaugh sends a high flyer just to stock it. Thought it was going to get by her over to Schweitzer. Mendola chases down out of the back here for the Torrent. Stockett stole that one. Goes off of Mendola, and it'll be a throw in here. Hockey is there. She'll send it across over to Hess. So Bryn Hess out here. Goes off of Gallagher. Meniscus. Back to Gallagher. Now Meniscus got held for a half a second. Back over to Gallagher. And then stolen there out of the back. Nice job by Steel United. Steel United trying to get it over to Alyssa Harden, who's got some wheels and some skill out of Marshall. Hegarty trying to find Harden, but just a little too much sauce on that one, and it'll be Emma Stroud. 33rd minute. Plopped up in the air off of Stocker. So Stockett does that. Mendola will let it go out, and she'll get the throw-in coming up here. Get her over to Hockey. We'll send it forward to Hess. I just saw that matchup a moment ago between these two. Going head-to-head, her and Tagmeyer. Tagmeyer back to her teammate. Sends it in. Harden. Hegarty now back to the center. We're trying to make a couple of runs here, get things going, are the players from Steel United. That far outside, Josie Stockett added George Mason. Meniscus, pickpocket action right there. Coming up here on the 35th minute. Kira Pomeranke will be coming in, I think, shortly. Here's Stoner. Thank Endless Energy and AMP Global Strategy, sponsors of the Back Mountain Torrent. And, of course, our John Mendola Show peeps. Here comes Harden. Harden to Stroud, and Stroud right there. I thank our friends from McCarthy Tire Service, Comets Law, Athletic Republic, locations in Dallas and in Music. Mendocino's Pizza, our local State Farm insurance agents. Dee's Diner, Tracy Zerola from Lewis and Freeman, and FNCB Bank. Clouds darkening just a bit there over the mountain. Hess goes down. Here comes Hegarty. Pomeranke will get into the lineup. Pickpocket action here by Schweitzer. Emma Schweitzer went in the battle there, but Steel United just in front there of Gallagher. And Meniscus will be whistled on that one. Trying to get by number 6, Taryn Tagmeyer. Meniscus will come out, and Pomeranke will get in. The ticket. .36 minute here. I think we're going to make it to the 45th minute today in the first half. We might get this little cell coming in for a little bit. Let's see. Harley Kavanaugh with a great header right there. Chased over to the corner. Mendola ends up sending it down the sidelines, and it gets a couple of feet out of the way maybe. And Stockett will throw it in over to Hegarty. Hegarty will try to make a move here on Mendola. Mendola trying to just contain her. She does get a nice ball across, but it goes right to Stroud. So here's Hess out here, and they'll roll it right out to her. Chasing it will be Harden. Booted down. Pomerink gets it forward. Just not enough juice on that. Try to get it over towards the center. And Hess will end up getting the throw-in coming up here. Appreciate you joining us this afternoon here on the John Mendola Show Network. Battle over there with Stoner. Here comes Pomerink. Back over and back up, and Kavanaugh will control. Kavanaugh looks over his shoulder quickly. Comes over right off the chest there of Steel United, right in front of the bench. It's Carly Stoner. Pomerink couldn't get her footsie on it. Looking around. Pomerink could be a gnat. He's got a lot of energy, fresh too. And here's Hess out of the back to Pomerink, back over to Field. They'll look over to the side. It'll get to a wrong team if you're a Torrent fan. If Field sends it all the way to the outside here, Mendola, can she get enough of a run? She's got to run into Stockett and deal with her. And it is Emma Schweitzer, the box-out queen over there. Emma Schweitzer on a roll. Emma Schweitzer trying to get to the middle. Emma Schweitzer trying to finish, but just off a little bit. Samantha Hughes was there. Tried to get it over to that corner on that left-hand side. .38th minute. Off the field. Back over Stoner. Here is Hess out of the back. Hess coming up like a freight train and over to Pomerink. Pomerink's got real estate. She eyes it up and sends one just a little right. Had a little bit more time than that. Maybe could have drove the ball a little bit. But again, she's just coming off, getting onto the field, getting her feet wet here. Got tremendous motor. Stockett, Mendola gets her footsie on it, and Schweitzer is right over there to make it difficult. Here comes Stockett again. It'll come over to the middle where Kavanaugh is, off of Hardin's foot. It's Haggerty. Haggerty back over towards the middle, back to Haggerty. They get it. Haggerty still working it. Haggerty sends a high one just over the goalpost. Wrong sport. Allie Francis will get into the lineup here for Back Mountain. So it'll be Emma Stroud out of the back here in the 40th minute. 5 more to go here in the first half. It is 1-1. Knotted up. Kavanaugh tried to get it out to Pomerink. Over there is Haley Dennison battling hard. They try to get it over. There's Hockey. Tried to get it all the way down to Emma Schweitzer. Just couldn't get it that far. And now they'll get a little give-and-go action. Kate Field right there in the pocket, back over to Haggerty. And now here comes number 28, Petrie. Over to this outside. Back over to the middle, Haggerty. Haggerty trying to work it with Hardin over there. Haggerty trying to beat Hess. Haggerty sends one across, gets it to Hardin. Hardin trying to make a quick circle move. Back to Haggerty. Hess is right there to say, get that out of here. And sends it out of bounds. So a nice, tough defensive play there by Hess. Petrie sends a fly ball over to center field. Gallagher and Mendola were over there. And Gallagher wins it there out of the back. She'll send a little bit of a lofter in to Schweitzer. Schweitzer trying to win it. Schweitzer using her body well, but a nice defensive play there by Skylar Jordan. No call, as Schweitzer was looking for. 42nd minute here. They send it down, and it's going to bounce for a little bit before it goes out, before there'll be a throw-in coming up here by the Bethlehem Steel United will get the throw in here, just beyond the bench. These dark clouds kind of still lurking on that far mountain, but nothing crazy yet going on here. We're getting a little bit of a light breeze, as if something could develop. And again, there's 15-20% chance of these showers developing today here, and you just never know when they're going to pop up. So here comes Steel United, 1-1, first half. Hess in the back. Right over to Pomerink. Pomerink looking. Tries to send one through. Couldn't get it to Ali Francis. Just not enough juice on it, and there were two Steel United players converging, but Pomerink does get it back with some hustle here. She gets stood up there, trying to stay with it. Hess gets her body into it there, goes back over to the middle, and breaking on down is Field. They're going to try to come across here, and Field still right in the pocket there of Petrie. And then back over, breaking free. Here is Tagmeyer. Here's the one-on-one coming. Carly Kavanaugh says, get rid of it. They call that on Hardin. This one right off the chest there of number 24, Haley Dennison. Back over here is Field. Field has a wide open somebody on the far side. I can't tell if that's Gallagher, but it is Allie Francis. Gets it off a body. Still alive here. It is Emma Schweitzer, and just bounced off of a body. No juice on that one here in the 44th minute. This one plunked up over off of Hardin. Here comes Haggerty. Hardin is on a run over there. To get it to her. Hess and Kavanaugh converge, and Kavanaugh wins it, then sends it over to the side. Great play there by Carly Kavanaugh and Hess. Here is Allie Francis down this far side. Francis with the tall defender right in front of her. Francis makes a quick cut. Goes back over to the center, gets a running Hess, and a running Hess who's in her pocket, and nothing called there. They said it was mutual. And coming up out of the back there, Przhocky. They try to get it forward, but it just goes to space, and then Field over to Mendola here with about 25 seconds left. Here is Mendola surveying, seeing what she sees, sends one down there to Gallagher. Gallagher sends one across, but it hits a defender, and then it comes back over towards the middle. Will get back over to Stockett, and the half should run out here momentarily. Schweitzer got her footsie on it. Haggerty out of the back. He's got a lot of foot skill. Again, University of Scranton. Kept that in. That was a nice play there to keep that in. And still alive here, it's Hardin. Haggerty and Hardin. They plunk it over to Hardin down this corner. They send it right across, and it's a goal. So theoretically, the half almost over, but no, it is a crazy angle goal, and the second goal by Alyssa Hardin here on the afternoon. These girls are tired right now. They are running all over the place, 2 subs, but they have a 2-1 advantage here. Let's see how long is really left here with the ref, as it was past the time, but time on the field. Here comes Hess. Hess sends one down. Allie Francis, she's going to get there. She have enough juice to send one across. She does send it across, but Steel United is there. Haggerty. Back over to Hardin. Hess steps on that. Might have got her foot. I'll come check her out. The time is being kept on the field as we're past 45 minutes. And any second now, you would think this thing would be over for the first half. 2-1, Steel United. There it is. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll see you for the second half. All right, we are back and ready to go here for the second half between Steel United and the Back Mountain Torrent. We will count up to 45 minutes. And in that just beyond 45-minute time frame, the score went to Steel United. So Mendola trying to make something happen there and got in between a couple of defenders, but it ended up getting over to Steel United. Herder back in. Torrent trail 2-1. Plopped up in the air over to Emma Schweitzer. Schweitzer comes back over to the middle, sends one across. She was trying to get over to Herder, but somehow went off the other end of her foot. Didn't work out for her. Here's Herder now, trying to make a move, but good defense over there by number 24, Haley Devinson. Appreciate you joining us here in the John Mendola Show Network. Endless Energy, AMP Global Strategies, our sponsors here at the Back Mountain Torrent. And, of course, the regular sponsors here on the John Mendola Show Network, including McCarthy Tire, Comets Law, Manuka Subaru, It's All We Do, Athletic Republic, again, those locations, Dallas and Music. So 2-1 Steel United. Alyssa Hardin has been the thorn in the Torrent side. She has 2 goals. Send one over off of Carly Kavanaugh's Tootsie Toe, and she'll plop that up into the air. And it'll get over to Hess. Hess will send one wide. And then it's caught here over in the middle. Field ends up coming up with it. And then Przaki will now look at this one back over to this side by Mendola. They'll pressure her. It goes off of Steel United. So coming up there quickly, number 23, Emily Laurie. She's out of Connecticut College. Mendola throws one down off of Stoner. It goes out. It should be Steel United's ball because it hit Stoner. Schweitzer off her head. Battle there with Field. Whoa. That's a big, big extension there by number 28. Maura Petrie, University of Buffalo. Here's Hockey just trying to see what she has. Sends one over towards Hess, but it'll make it to Herder. Coming hard from the outside is the other Hess, but nice motor there by Haley Dennison. But it'll be a throw in here. Crystal Herder now. Couldn't get it past the tall defender there. Number 13, Skylar Jordan. Will send one across, gets off of one body, still plopping up in the air. Emma Schweitzer still trying to keep it alive. Emma Schweitzer sends one, and off the defender, banks up in the air. Sometimes you'll get those to go in. But that bounces off Lauren Hanna. So 2 defenders will be back, and Emma Schweitzer will try to send one in here on a corner in the 4th minute of the second half. 2-1, Torrent trailing. Schweitzer's ball up in the air. Mendola couldn't get there as Field gets there, and Schweitzer will get another opportunity. Here's Emma Schweitzer trying to send a sidewinder, but it went off a body and then plopped up by Hardin. Hockey was over there. Here comes Hess now. Hess tries to send a high, just a little too high. And it'll be a goal kick coming out. So we're here at Misericordia University, Mangelsdorf Field. The Misericordia baseball team, by the way, won today in the World Series. So they lost yesterday, won today. They're play again tomorrow. Here is Crystal Herder off a body. Back over to Hess. Hess sends one the other way, and Meniscus tries to chase that one down. Comes back over. That one's still alive here. Hockey right in the pickpocket action here. Puts Harden down. Hockey still alive. Gets it over to Meniscus. Meniscus trying to get a roll here with some of her teammates. Just a little too much juice in between Schweitzer and Herder. Banged up in the air and gets off a Stockton. Herder tries to keep it alive and trying to see if she can chase that one down. She does. Sends it across. Here is Emma Schweitzer. And defender ended up picking that up as the ball was bouncing around a little bit. Good hustle out of Meniscus. And back over to Harden. Gets it to her teammate. 25 with a full head of steam there. Weiss. But here comes Hess. Schweitzer tried to extend there. Unable to get there because Emka out of the back. Now over to the side, and it'll be Stoner. Stoner trying to win it. Carly Stoner here to Hockey. Mendola thinking about making a run down this far side, but Steel United kept her in check, and then Herder is here. Crystal Herder gets some open space, got tripped just outside the box. So they'll ask for 10 here. Let's see who somebody's able to bury this. And it might be Sydney Hess. Well, it's going to be Kate Field. So Kate Field will take this thing. That's a short 10. Looks more like 8. Kate Field. Oh, what a save over there by Hughes. Diving save. So Hughes is student athlete from Wagner, Division I school. A little miscue there by Steel United. We're here in the 8th minute of the second half. Taylor Jamison, the head coach. Oh, here comes a corner, and Emma Schweitzer will get on over there. And the back mountain Torrent will send everybody but 2 defenders. See if something can happen. Here comes Schweitzer. She's got a open Kavanaugh who comes up. Carly Kavanaugh sends one across. Anybody there? A header off one of the... Ooh, didn't happen. So the goalie tried to get that one there. Herder sends one. It's going to be a little left. So just getting her hands on it was Hughes. And unable to finish that thing there was the back mountain Torrent trailing 2-1. Oh, boy, here is Harden. Gets by a defender. Harden on a roll, tough to stop. And Hess knocked her down, and it'll be a corner coming up. So Harden had real estate. So the number 5 taking this, it'll be Lauren Hanna. Emma Stroud in goal for the Torrent. Stroud takes that away, saying the player was pushing her, grabbing her, something. Stroud's going to look. She got Mendola out here on this side, but I think she's going to kick this one long. And she ends up rolling it out to Hess on that right-hand side instead. Hess will send it down, has Stoner. Stoner will get there. Stoner smartly kicked it off the defender to get the throw in. That was good heady play. Throw in here to Stoner. Stoner inside Meniscus. Meniscus tried to go across. Nobody home. Stoner one-timer. Stoner a little high. And goal kick coming. Hess came up hard there. Here is Stoner. Stoner with the opportunity. He's got a couple people draped on her. Herder sends one over. He's got Meniscus. Meniscus tries to boot it up in the air to get it to Schweitzer. Just unable to do that. Hess now gets it to Schweitzer. Schweitzer tried to get something going. They're unable to do so. And now it'll be the Steel United team trying to get on a charge. Hockey will go back and make a play out of the back. There's a handball. And they missed that one. Two people missed that one right in front of them. So the ref had the back to it, and this ref could have saw it, but sometimes you get that. The crowd wanted something different. There's a heady play. Field. Stoner over to Meniscus. Meniscus looking for Schweitzer to go wide, sends it over, and just weren't on the same page there. Samantha Hughes. They play it back here. Goes off of Schweitzer. Mendola comes up hard. Mendola trying to get by. Mendola's got somebody on her. And still controlled here by number 25. Taylor Weiss out of Franklin and Marshall. This one coming. And it'll go out. Went off of Alyssa Hardin. We'll go to Przyhocki. She'll settle it quickly. Try to get it forward up to Schweitzer. Field will get there. Try to save it to Mendola. Mendola's going to have to come hard. And she does, but it goes off of her as Hardin there was right there. Now an opportunity here for Steel United. Hockey gets pushed down. Going the other way. She'll boot this thing down. Off of Meniscus' head. Made a good ricochet there. And then back over towards the middle. And Field will get there. Now makes a nice play. Coming up will be Hess. A nice little shake and bake there. Hess gets it over to Crystal Herder. Crystal Herder trying to get it over to Stoner. Stoner coming down here. Coming across the middle is Meniscus and Herder now. She gets one in the air towards Emma Schweitzer. Yes, it's an own goal. Off the defender, and the Torrent tie it up.
Torrent goal scored in the 59th minute by number 12, Emma Schweitzer.
So they're going to credit Schweitzer on that. Two to two. Steel United and the back, Mountain Torrent. Carly Kavanaugh. Get some juice on that one. Here comes Herder coming hard. Back over to the center. Little give and go. It'll get back over. Przyhocki will get it over to Mendola, and they'll look at the field here. Mendola gets a little bit of wiggle room. She'll send it down to Schweitzer. Schweitzer playing on the edge, gets pushed out, And the ball goes out, and they're going to say it is a throw-in coming up here for the Torrent, or a direct kick, as Przaki will get over there. Towards the center, off of Hess. Here comes the other Hess down that far sideline. Came quick. Hess trying to get there and just for Tootsie. Couldn't finish it. Here is Crystal Herder. Can she chase that one down just on the edge? She does. Little ricochet there. It'll get over to Hughes and get on her feet, and they'll take care of it. Well, I guess we're in the 61st minute of a 90-minute contest here. 2 apiece. Przaki came up hard to try to take care of that. It'll just make it to Stroud. Stroud will get it out quickly to Mendola. Mendola now has lots of real estate, and we'll look to see what she could do. Mendola sends one down towards Stoner, right on her foot. Well, a beautiful 30-yard pass downfield to Stoner. Here comes Carly Stoner off to gonna be a corner. So a good little transition there from the Torrent going bang, bang. And Emma Schweitzer from the corner now will loft this ball up. Schweitzer sends one over about the 9. Shooting and didn't go in. It almost did, and they say goal. It went past the goal line. I think it's going to be Crystal Herder credited with that goal. Let's see the replay here. So we see Schweitzer on the swinger. And then that looks like Herder. They're going to get the credit for the goal and a 3-2 Back Mountain Torrent lead. Two subs coming in.
Torrent goal in the 62nd minute scored by number 10, Crystal Harder.
Our PA announcer, pretty good guy, says Harder with the goal. 17:40 counting up, which means 62nd minute, as we heard, and we'll get a throw-in coming up here from the Torrent. Dola lofts one. Meniscus gets run over. Taylor Weiss, a physical player from Franklin and Marshall. She's been physical today. Tough kid. No doubt about it. Young lady just plays hard. Booted up by Przaki. Here comes Hess. Hess is going to get there first. Meniscus went and took her position, so that was smart there. Back over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh will look and send it over to the other Hess. And she goes down on the far side. They'll say it's off her. I want to thank Endless Energy and AMP Global Strategy, sponsors of the Back Mountain Torrent this season. So here's a quick hitter, and it will be an opportunity here for Haggerty. Haggerty sends one all the way across. And then moving on in is Weiss. Weiss tried to get something going with it, couldn't. Przaki will get it out. Schweitzer will chase it down, or thought about chasing it down. It was like, they kicked it out. I'll just do what I got to do here. And Mendola will get a throw in here. Look around. Just throws it over to Schweitzer, and then back over. And Mendola sends a deep ball over towards Stoner. Goes off a body. Stoner will try to get there. They'll send it over towards the Torrent bench. It'll be another throw-in coming up as Mendola hustles forward here to try to get the Torrent continue to move forward here after they have taken a 3-2 advantage. This one will go to Stoner right off her Tootsie Toe over to Herder. Crystal Herder now will survey, looking around, looking a little bit more confident when you get a goal, that's for sure. You see the body language. Here's Emma Schweitzer rolling into some bodies there in black jerseys. Herder just a little high and long. But a good look. So we're 66 minute, 3-2, the Torrent leading Steel United. Here on a Saturday afternoon in the back mountain with a couple of thunderstorms roaming through Pennsylvania. And here is Meniscus. Schweitzer trying to get there. Emma Schweitzer sticks out her footsie. Emma Schweitzer still battling. Here comes Mendola trying to see what she can do, and it's going to go off of her. So a nice job there by number 23, Katie Sparling, at University of Pittsburgh. Field. There's hockey. And hustle by Haggerty. We're going to get a one-on-one here with Kavanaugh. Hess is running. Hess does the job. Hess got there and able to get right and stock its way. So a little bit of a surge there by Bethlehem. Kavanaugh comes up. Przhocky comes up quickly. Stockett, still Przhocky. Haggerty takes her on, goes down. Another one goes down. Haggerty has taken on two defenders that have fallen, but then coming up is Hess there in the center. Here is Stoner. Stoner looking around. She's got Emma Schweitzer. Emma Schweitzer here on the outside. Back over to Stoner. Nice little tootsie toe work by those two. Stoner still coming. Here's Olivia Meniscus now down this far side. She's going to take on a defender. Meniscus sends one across, gets it to Stoner's feet, and just out. Not a bad play there by the Torrent, coming all the way down 80 yards. Field went down there. Taylor Weiss hits you know it. Field's going to stay out. AMP Global Strategies, Endless Energy, your sponsors here, the Back Mountain Torrent. Harley Stoner. Defender heads that out. That was Dalia Kazemka. Mendola getting an arm workout today with all these throw-ins. Right to Herder's foot. Nice job by Crystal Herder. Tried to Maradona that. And back over to Herder. Just couldn't keep anything on it. Field. Hess to Hess coming up. There it is. Back over to Field. Sees Mendola. Mendola out of the back here. Sends one down right towards Emma Schweitzer. Plops up in the air. It'll come right back towards Przhocky, who got her head up in the air, and Haggerty went down, and they'll call the foul on Przhocky. '68th minute. Przhocky came after that one hard. He got the header in. Mendola saves that one. The referee saw it differently. It's right in front of him, right near the bench. Coach asking some questions on the ref over here or something. Not sure what. But Paul Stinson talked to him before the game. Real nice guy. Wish him the best with Steel United. First day on the gig. He got his tickets over there. You got to have a ticket to get in the game. It's pretty fun. We're counting up and off of Steel United. Dola sends Lollipopper. Goes up in the air off of Haggerty. Mendola boots that up to center field where Crystal Herter will take it, get it over to Hess. They have a history of playing when they were younger. And stealing it out of the back there is Taryn Tagmeyer, but good pressure there by the Torrent. Oh, go back to Samantha Hughes, who kicks that one out. We'll get a far throw in there, that opposite side. Right across the field here will be a dome by the fall, we believe, of 2023 here for Misericordia. Crystal Herter, Livia Meniscus. Carly Stoner sends one across and just a little too much juice on it. And boot it out of the back, and it'll get towards midfield, and it'll be Sydney Hess. Back over to Carly Cav. Kavanaugh over to Crystal Herter. Girls are just starting to get to know each other and figure each other out. And again, it's the same thing with the steal. There's a lot of talent on that team here on the steal. They're just trying to get a little synergy going, which is what you get here when you get a bunch of college players from all over the place. Back over to Pris Hockey. Got a wide open Mendola here, and they'll get it to her, and they'll come up to defend her. Mendola will look, try to get it right near Emma Schweitzer near the sideline. Emma Schweitzer does a right between the legger. And then Olivia Meniscus going far post, just outside by about 18 inches there. Wow. Right idea, just missed it by a bit. But what a job. Mendola placed that ball dangerously near the sideline, but that's where Emma Schweitzer is so dangerous, is in tight spaces. And she had 2 inches to work with there near the yellow line, got it through, 5-holed the opponent, and then just kept going. Kavanaugh. Pomerink will be coming in, getting loose. This one booted out of the back here. Comes back over to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh will send it to her teammate, Crystal Herter. Herter will get it down to Stoner. Stoner just makes it. No. Good hustle. Pomerink will come in. Want to thank Endless Energy, AMP Global Strategy, sponsors of the Back Mountain Torrent. And we thank our friends here at McCarthy Tire Service. Comets Law, located on Public Square in Wilkes-Barre. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Tracy Zarola from Lewis and Freeman. Dr. Todd Pacheski. Manuka Subaru, I told you about them. They're open on Monday. They're closed for tomorrow and closed for today. And then Athletic Republic locations in Dallas and Music, FNCB Bank, and Mendocino's Pizza, and our local State Farm agents. Here's Mendola on the outside. Got it over to Meniscus. Got it over to Schweitzer, but a sliding tackle. Meniscus is still there. Meniscus into a body, and they're just stealing, trying to stay away. And Pomerink there coming up on Weiss. Spinning around, and then Hess right in the pocket over there. So 2 cutters happen. We got a foul here on Herter. So coming out is Field. An outside knee. Let's hope it's the thigh and not the knee. But there's a big difference there in the size of the players when they hit. Here is Meniscus. Over inside, here's Herter. Back over to the other side. Stoner waiting for the ball. Here comes Carly Stoner. Carly Stoner to Emma Schweitzer, but Hughes is there. So Stoner played that so well to get it to Emma Schweitzer. Schweitzer just unable to get it done there with Hughes. And again, both the ball's moving fast, she's running fast and trying to get it into that other corner, not an easy task. Stockett to Haggerty, but Hess is there, and then over to the outside here is Mendola. Trying to turn on some of the after jets. Mendola down the sideline, gets by somebody. Now slows it down, looks around, goes over, sends one across, gets through over to Stoner, and just not able to finish. Here's Crystal Herder right here. Emma Schweitzer goes high. And good opportunity by the Torrent. Well, the first time we've seen Mendola take a little bit of a chance down that sideline, got by one of the defenders, and then at least was able to get the ball across and gave her Torrent teammates some opportunity there to maybe do something with it. Hess hustling hard out of that middle. Back over to Haggerty out of Scranton. She'll send one on a flying Weiss. But Hess sends that one across and out of bounds. So we have played 76 minutes here of soccer at Mangelsdorf Field, where the Back Mountain Torrent lead 3-2. Endless Energy and Global Strategy sponsors, along with the John Mendola Show of the Torrent. Hess over the fence. Back to the defenders. Back over to the inside. Here is Lauren Hanna. Weiss back with, or no, that is 14. Isabella Fusco. And here comes Emma Schweitzer. Emma Schweitzer trying to get a one-on-one. One tough move there. Emma Schweitzer, and Hughes got it. So Emma Schweitzer just couldn't get her feet on the ball to get that full momentum there. And the defenders caught up. She still was able to get something off, but not what she wanted. Pomerink showing her hustle. Kira Pomerink goes down. Bounces right back up and goes right to the ball. Kira Pomerink into Stoner. Stoner across to Herder. Crystal Herder tries to lollipop that one just a hair right. Kaylin Gallagher now will get in the lineup here for Back Mountain. Stoner will come out. Good fitness level there at a Stoner. Hustled it up. And her coach, Taylor Jamison, gives her 5, along with the other coaching staff here for the Torrent. You got a little less than 12 maybe to go. Here is Emma Schweitzer. Emma Schweitzer driving. Emma Schweitzer looking for a hole. Emma Schweitzer, oh, just wide. She found the hole in the defense, but just came up a hair short on that left side. Great effort. Boom this thing out. Nice header there by Hess. They'll get over to Gallagher. She lost it there for a second. And off of Gallagher's body, back over to Crystal Herder. Got Meniscus hanging out in the middle with her. And then it's going to be a bunch of black jerseys here now. Number 24, Haley Dennison. It'll come down to here to number 7, Josie Stockett. Stockett's got plenty of wiggle room over here. Stockett gets slowed down. Hess is there. Haggerty now on outside of Emma Stroud. Emma Stroud will go fish that out of the back. They got a bunch of young kids here from the back mountain running around. They're doing a fantastic job. These young ladies here with the balls in the red. So we thank them for their efforts today here, as we thank Endless Energy AMP Global Strategy, sponsors here of the Back Mountain Torrent. Herder. Gallagher's going to try to put her wheels on, but Hughes, the goalie, will get there. Bounced up in the air. Hess. Coming over, and Mendola will take a nice little glide back there to chase this down. Sends it back to her goalie. It'll come out towards Schweitzer. Emma Schweitzer uses her body well again. Gets over to the center now. Will try to turn on a couple afterburners and just couldn't get enough juice on that. Needed to be a little bit more outside for Herder. Now she's mad. She's going to chase the ball. And that's what happens sometimes. Always room to grow, and sometimes ball doesn't cooperate with you. Here's Hess with a nice run here. And Meniscus back over and alive here in the middle. Mendola will take the conservative approach and back up, and then she'll take on Haggerty. And then it is one out of the back by Przhocki. What a great play there, and good instincts by Emma Przhocki. Here is Meniscus. A little too close to Schweitzer, so she went in the center there and gave herself a pass. Why not? And sends one, and that goes in the back of the twine. Olivia Meniscus, her second goal of the afternoon, just slowed it down. Tweaked her knee, though, on that. I hope she's okay. We're going to watch this one again, as Meniscus slowed down the competition and then just rifles this thing right in the back of the net. Let's hope she's okay, because she did tweak her knee there for a second. So 4-2 is the count. So Meniscus leads the team in scoring goals, 3 goals this year. Here's Weiss. Nice cut there by Steele. Meniscus, Pomerink on the other side, and they play it all the way back. And they're going to look over. Haggerty is watching this closely here. Was baiting Mendola a little bit there. She's in the area. Here's Schweitzer. Schweitzer tried to make a quick turn there, but defender number 12 was all over Delia Kazemka. Mendola will send it back to her teammate, Emma Przhocki. Getting a little dark here in the back mountain with just 6-7 minutes to go, as these storms are still swirling around areas of Pennsylvania, some bigger than others. This one sent over to the middle. Here is Meniscus. Looking for a hat trick today. Schweitzer back over. Gallagher took a quick step. It was right at her footsies, and just, you got your left, your right crossed up a little bit. That happens. Allie Francis, Megan McNeely will get into the lineup here for the Torrent. This one's sent down. It is Haggerty. Mandola's going to try to get there. Haggerty's still going. Haggerty, Mandola. Haggerty sends it over to her teammate, and one out of the back, and then the goalie will get it. So Carly Kavanaugh eventually got in the way there. Well, nice job there by the Torrent defense. Carly Kavanaugh, Hess, Brzezicki, Mandola. They've been pretty solid back there today. But it's Olivia Meniscus today that has been the goal scorer. Here comes Kaylin Gallagher. Kaylin Gallagher across, off a body, over towards Herder. Still alive, but the Steel will win this one. Fusco. And Stockett. "41st minute of second half. Sally Denhalter will be a freshman at Misericordia in the fall. Now the referee explaining something about tickets and who's in, who's out, who's not, all this stuff. Clock still counting. Cloud still moving in. Schweitzer will come out. Here comes Allie Francis. Emma gets a big round of applause for her efforts today. And Isa Mendola will come out with Sally Denhalter getting into the lineup. So we'll get a throw in here by Steel United here on that far sideline. Plopped up in the air. Coach Jameson coaching up, giving Mendola some things she could work on. And the next opportunity for her at practice in the game. Here's Hess out of the back, like shot out of a cannon. And gets it over to Allie Francis. Allie Francis with a quick cut. Just couldn't complete it. Back over to Meniscus. Olivia Meniscus trying to get another swap at it. And did a good job there, at least getting it over to Hughes. Pommering sends one. Allie Francis made a quick first cut. That was nice. And then Gallagher, it ended up plopping up in the air and out. Allie Francis is going to get there. Allie Francis got something on it to get it across, but the Steel United team is right there. And good hustle by Haggerty, but they're going to say she's out. And Sally will throw this in. Sally Denhalter. Puts it over to Gallagher. They'll both be freshmen at Misericordia in the fall. Denhalter over to Gallagher. Gallagher trying to get through. And goes over to the goal. Keeper. So just about wrapping this thing up here on a Saturday afternoon in the back mountain. Olivia Meniscus hustling through. Olivia Meniscus looking for an open spot. Olivia Meniscus sends a ground ball there on one hopper over to the goalie. And then it booted up in the air. Hess. Good hustle. And good hustle the other way here for Steel United was number 6, Taryn Tagmeyer. Allie Francis tied up there with Tagmeyer, and we'll call Francis on that. Nice boot. And Emma Stroud was coming hard. So was number 18, Teresa Haggerty. They were both coming at the same time and thought, this could be interesting. So we're playing a little bit extra time here. 90th minute plus. Hess. Allie Francis across. And unable to get it to anybody. And Pomerink now comes up with it. Pomerink trying to get to a short space. Here's Herder. Herder's trying to work in the middle. Herder just couldn't get any juice on it. The defender's right there from Steel United. Falling down was Hess. Got back up, and then Pomerink. And then back over to the back to Carly Cab. And now it's Bryn Hess out of the back at a Holy Family University. Sister goes to Bucknell. She goes to Holy Family. And down the sideline they go. Jack and Haley Dennison kind of keeps it out of harm's way, but it'll be a throw-in coming up here from the Torrent. Want to thank Endless Energy and AMP Global Strategies for sponsoring the Back Mountain Torrent. And thank our friends at McCarthy Tire Service. Family owned since 1926. Our Carol Janelle, the pizza capital of the world. Manuka Subaru, it's all we do. Tracy Zarola from Lewis and Freeman. Dr. Todd. Dee's Diner, located there in Plains. Our Carol Janelle, the pizza capital of the world. Athletic Republic, locations in Moosic and Dallas. FNCB Bank. Comets Law on Public Square. Mendocino's Pizza and our local State Farm Insurance agents. Allie Francis just a little wide left. So we are in a little extra time, a little bonus time for us. And booted out here by the goalie. Gallagher inside Meniscus. Meniscus tried to get it back to Gallagher, unable to do so. Here comes Kira Pomerink. Pomerink got tripped right there, and yeah, we're going to get a call, and we're going to get a Jimmy the Ripper coming up. Who's going to take the Jimmy the Ripper right now? Going to be Przyhocki. So Emma Przyhocki with the little booter high. And that'll do it. So the final score, the Back Mountain Torrent 4, Steel United 2. We appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show Network. Have a great day, everybody.